A very good morning to you from St Anthony's Head here in Falmouth and Cornwall. It's my first morning here. Just got up, it's about 5 AM in the morning, and yeah, slept, I think I was in bed for 9 o'clock last night. Slept like an absolute log, but I was up very early. And to be honest with you, it's the best time to actually get up early here because all the shipping traffic is going out. You probably can't see it on camera, but all the boats are now coming in and out, all the fishing boats are coming in and out. It does seem to be a busy time. And right behind me over there, if you remember the last video of when we went to the Lizard Peninsula, I was actually stood outside here last night. You can actually see the light from the Lizard going round. I wonder what it was at first, but I counted. I think it's a flash every 3 seconds. That's definitely the Lizard Lighthouse. I can actually see over there with the light zooming round, and it just catches the top of the clouds. I can actually see it. But yeah, so as I say, it's the best time to get up here, and so this is all going into Falmouth down here. I will show you best in picture of daylight. So yeah, so today's plan is to maybe go down the southwest coast path towards St Maur's. Going to have a walk up there today, and it's dry at the moment. The weather forecast is saying rain, some saying it's going to stay dry, so I just don't know. So I'm just going to get some breakfast now. I've just had a shave, everything else this morning, so I feel quite fresh, so hopefully we'll get some kind of video out to you today. But we go, this is like my little observation room. This is where I usually sit in the day. It's great if it's raining. It's so cosy in here. Got a lovely little fire which keeps everything really warm. I've got all my stuff. I've got my binoculars here. Also I've got my scanner running so I can listen to all the ships coming into Falmouth Harbour and hear everything what's going on in the. And I've got the AIS, this AIS on the tablet here, and this will show me all the traffic that is coming into Falmouth. So we're just about there, right on the edge of St Anthony's Head, and then that is going into Falmouth Harbour there. So yeah, I've got everything here, and yeah, if it rains, I just sit here, look out this window, and watch all the shipping traffic. And there's a ship here called it's called the Balmoral, which we can actually just see the funnels of the ship. Excuse me. Yeah, that's the ship that is in Falmouth Harbour at the moment. You can just see the top of the funnels when you actually look through the binoculars, and this belongs to the Fred Olsen group of cruise ships. Now whether that's in Falmouth Harbour because it's actually brought passengers in, I'd imagine it's in there for some kind of refit or some kind of repair, but that's just it. You don't know what's coming in and out of the harbour. There's fishing boats that come in here, there's warships, there's tankers, everything. So you just really don't know from day to day what is going to come down into Falmouth Harbour. I think it's called the Carrick Rose as well out here. So we're back at the car park. What I thought I'd do, I'd just show you a little bit what it's like at the top of that hill down to the lighthouse. As I said, this all belongs to the National Trust, and here's some old battlements which I'm going to show you. And all these buildings here used to belong to when it was a war thing, it was the captain's house, the major's house. As you can see, it belongs to the National Trust. You can stay in these properties. And as I said, they all belong to the officers. So yeah, we're just at the top, like I say, and some views over towards it's going out to sea. There's the Postcath though it's 4 miles. The coast path 2 miles that way. I presume that's St Maur's that way. I had been down there on the previous trip, but to be honest with you, it's not that picturesque really. There's not really a lot to see, so I doubt I'll be going that way. We will be going to St Maur's in a moment. Here's the old battlement. Some National Trust toilets here. And yeah, these are the battlements I was telling you about that are still here. As I say, those houses all belonged to this, and this is the gun crew rest area here. It's all here. Fantastic. So you can still visit this, and you can go down these stairs. I think this does open as well at certain times where you can actually go in. I say it must all belong to the National Trust still. And my voice has gone all echoey now because I've come down these stairs. Yeah, these are the old buildings that are still here. That's the lamp trimmer's room through that door. I'd like to go in, but I say it's never ever been open, and I'm sure it does open. But on the way back on the coast path, I will show you something else from last time I was here, where I did a bit of a paranormal thing as well. And I'll show you that on the way back. And that says magazine, so I presume that was maybe the magazine store. St Anthony's Battery B2 gun pit. Warning, unprotected edges. I remember this. The ammunition lockers all still here. That was the cartridge hoist. Actually see. I think this is the bit where the guns used to sit. As you can see, there's where they used to actually pivot around. Well, you can see that on camera. I presume that little gully thing there is where the guns used to actually spin round, and obviously it would have been higher than this on top of here, looking out, protecting Falmouth Harbour. So this is where the gun down there would have sat, and it would have looked all over there, over in the distance. Over that way there is, go around there, that's towards, you start ending up going towards the Lizard Point. As I said this morning, you can actually see the light from Lighthouse actually spinning around. It was absolutely fantastic to see, because I've not long stayed there. If you haven't seen them videos, those videos are also on this channel as well. I think I was there about 10 months ago. I think I went March 2024. The view looking over towards Falmouth Harbour. Don't think you can walk down there. Maybe you can. We'll have a look. I think it just comes. No, it doesn't. There's a bit of a few steps there. Getting snagged up here in the grass. Trying to get round. Just about. Bit of a shortcut there. Oh, them steps are slippy. I think there's another gun post here, if you remember rightly. Maybe not. I thought that was one, but it's not. So it's just a little bit that's left from the battlements. I think it was there for World War One and World War Two, but I'm not 100% about that, to be honest. So what I'll go and do now, I'll show you this other little thing that belongs to the battlements in its day. It's so peaceful here. It's a weird thing, I said this in the last time I was here, you can't hear many seabirds. There's no seagulls, anything that you hear, which is unusual, unless there's no food for them around here, I don't know. As I say, it's very quiet for birds, considering the location that we are in. So this is the other bit I was telling you about, the battery observation post, which is now a bird hide. So what I'll do, I'll take you down here. I did come down here on a previous video on the channel, on my other channel at UK Paranormal Search, where I did come down here in the dark and we did a little bit of a paranormal investigation down there. Now, the only thing that happened in here, I didn't really expect anything to happen. I did come out and I thought I heard like a scream, probably a seabird or something, but other than that, nothing happened. But it's worth having a look. I'll just show you. It is quite interesting inside. It's part of the old battlements, but it's, as I say, it's now used as a bird hide. So I'll go and show you that now. Oh, there's a bird. Just scared him to death. It's not a long walk, if you can remember. I'll just show you this, because this gives you a little backdrop view of the lighthouse. Remember this little view here. Is it here? Thought it was. Oh no, there's the lighthouse down there. It must be actually further up. Very quiet today, the shipping. It was busy this morning when I got up at 5 o'clock, but it's gone really, really quiet now. And that ship I was telling you about, Balmoral, is over there. You can't see it probably through this camera, but that's where it is. So come on, we'll press on and show you this bird hide. A little bit wet down here and muddy. Didn't expect it to be fair. Just have to be careful now I don't slip. I don't want to get these pants dirty if I can help it. I can hear a dog barking. Oh, this is the view, I think, of the lighthouse we can see. And there's the bird hide. Well, I'll show you that in a minute. I'll just show this little view of the lighthouse. And there you go. It's a lovely little backdrop. Makes a nice picture, that. I was hoping last time I was here there was a shortcut down to the garden of the lighthouse, but there isn't. But yeah, there's the lighthouse. And that's my favourite picture of that lighthouse. I just think there's something nice about it. And I love the black chimneys on top and the weather vane. I think it's 19 metres high, that lighthouse, I think, if I can remember. It's just so peaceful. And there's the bird hide, but we'll go in the other way now. I'll show you, actually go and show you in there. It's busy. It tells you all inside. If you're ever up here, go and have a look, because it tells you all the information, what it was used for, and I think there used to be like telephone operators that worked for him in here, if I can remember. Oh yeah, I'll go and show you. This wall here is the original external defensive fortification, this wall here. And this runs all the way along there. Obviously it's covered in trees and stuff now, but that is the original wall, fortification wall. So right, let's go in. This is the battery observation point here. It's just it looks like a gunnery, doesn't it? But obviously they use it as a bird hide now. And it was built during the Second World War, and it was manned by signallers, telephonists, gun control officers and clerks. And after the war, the building was abandoned and allowed to deteriorate, and in 1997 the National Trust restored the building. And that's what they did to it. What we'll do now, guys, the weather looks like it might be drawing in a bit, so I'm going to go back for a cup of coffee and I'll see you back on the Southwest Coast Path. The lighthouse was built in 1835 and it was automated also in 1987. There was 3 lighthouse keepers that were actually stationed here. It seems a lot, doesn't it, for such a small lighthouse? Well, it's 19 metres high. That's how high it is as well. But what a view, eh? It's just so peaceful. And you know nobody's going to walk down that path. You've got it all to yourself. Just like being a lighthouse keeper, it's always something when I was younger that I always fancied doing, really. I didn't fancy being on one of them lighthouses out at sea, the lightships and all that business, but I wouldn't have minded staying somewhere like this and looking after something like this. Yeah, I'd have enjoyed it, I think. And we are on the eastern side of Falmouth Harbour, which is there, and it's one of the most natural and deepest harbours in the world, this, apparently. That's what I've been told, so yeah. But the shipping has been pretty quiet today, to be fair. It was busy this morning when I woke up, as I say, at 5 o'clock. But there's not a lot been going on now. Whether it depends on tides and that, I don't know. The tides, I think yesterday was about 6 p.m, so it'll probably be about 7 p.m. today. But the sun's out now, it's absolutely beautiful day. It's about 10 o'clock, I think. Now, I feel like I've been up ages. But I always get up early here and go to bed early, which is very unlike me. This was also a TV location. If people remember the children's TV series Fraggle Rock, they used this as a location for that. I think Fraggle Rock was them Muppet things, stuff like that, I think was in the programme, and this was the location that they actually used. So what I'll do now, I'll come down the hill, I'll go and show you that I think it's a battery store that belongs to the lighthouse, and there's a little building down this coast path here, and that belongs to the lighthouse. So we'll go and have a look at that. The coast path again, you see, it's got muddy now, quite a bit of mud, but it's not too bad. Oh, over there is this is what they call the Carrick Road on the Roseland Peninsula, and again over there is Falmouth Harbour and Pendennis Castle at Falmouth, and over there jutting out is St Mawes. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's St Mawes Castle there as well. But I remember going down here, it's a nice little walk this last time, and it reminds me a little bit of the Lake District when you're walking with cause there's like trees up here that go down to the water, and it's a bit like the Lake District, I thought, when you go for those waterside walks at the Lake District. But the path isn't in too much bad fettle. It's a bit wet, a lot of leaves obviously because it's winter. I say it's not going on a long walk. Basically just to show you a little bit of video. So I think this is the building. I think it's the battery house. A little building that is just perched on the end of the cliff. Go down and have a look. Oh, it's not the battery house, it's the former paraffin store for the lighthouse, now belongs to the National Trust. So that's what it was. It wasn't a battery store, it was the paraffin holder for the lighthouse, and the window's still open. So whether it's still used for that, I very much doubt it, but you never know. There's the building there, you just see St Anthony's Lighthouse just protruding out now at the end of the cliff. There's the sun just peeking out into the woods. And that'll be the top car park where the National Trust car park is. I think you can get back up that way, to be fair. Somewhere, I think there's a path that leads off to the right hand side somewhere. It takes you back to the car park if you want to go that way. The reason I came today is looking at the weather forecast, it doesn't look too good for the rest of the week, I don't think. It's possibly rain this afternoon, so this is why I brought you today while the sun was out and give you a bit of better lighting on the GoPro. Again, been wrestled by branches. There's one of the first beaches down there. Looks so nice with the sun on it and the shadows of the trees and everything else. Looks like there's a bit of a viewing platform here, guys. Let's go and have a look up here. There's one of the beaches. I've forgotten the name of the beach now. But remember last time I was here, there was a boat that came from over here and they landed a craft on here, like a little rib boat, and they all got off and went on this beach. There is people down there, so you must be able to get down it some way, not sure how. So we're right across now, literally horizontal to Pendennis Castle. Oh, we might tell you on here what beach it is. Oh, St Anthony Head. Well, we know we're there, don't we? So that wasn't much help. I honestly can't remember this last time, these little waterfalls and that. It's an absolutely beautiful beach. You look at the sand, it doesn't look like anybody's walked on it at all. There is people over that headland there, so there must be, on that rock over there there's people, so I presume there must be a way of actually getting over to that beach. Water coming off the edge. A bit like where we've just been to. Goes back now into the trees. After going over that bit of a headland. It was a little bit muddy down there too. It's dried up a little bit again. There's another little cove down there. The autumn colours quite nice, to be honest, because there's a lot of orange about it at the moment as well. Even though it is winter now, there's still quite a bit of orange about as well. Oh, look at that view. Again, because I'm walking, it's quite warm. Hands are a little bit cold, but my body's warm. See the hidden rocks under the sea which go out quite a fair way. I think the tide should be coming in again, to be fair. But that's lovely. I love the sea in between the trees and the hills and the colours. So cool. A lot drier when I went to Tintagel. If you haven't seen them videos, they are on this channel, where we did a 4-day trip to Tintagel. It didn't all go to plan, so if you want to check them videos out, they are on the channel. Steep steps. And muddy. I forgot to set my watch today for my walk. See how many steps I've done and how long I walked. I've forgotten. And I've forgotten my binoculars. I'm not doing very well, am I? Lovely view now of the beach down there, look at that. The sun just coming onto the beach. St Anthony's Lighthouse just over there in the distance now. I'd love to say I've walked the whole southwest coast path. That's one thing I'd love to say I've done. But one, it's having the time. Two, it's having the money. And three, I'm getting older. Better picture there of St Maur's Castle on the end of the headland. Oh, nearly went, guys. You can't wait for me to go, can you? I'm looking up there. Is that rain? Not really sure. It's not looking good. I did look at the BBC weather app. They said it could rain about 1 o'clock today. We're getting to that time and that looks to me like rain. There's always a drill going to spoil the piece. A lot of the lighthouses now just flash on and off and you've lost that big beam, and the lizard lighthouse is just going to be an LED one as well eventually, but it just takes that atmosphere away where the whole light sweeps the hills. It's a shame really, but it's just the way things are. I'm going to try and get you to down to one of these beaches. I might have an idea, but if I don't, I'm going to end this video here. I might be able to find a way down to one of these beaches, I'm not sure. We'll have a look on the way back. I'd love to get down to one of these beaches. There's one over there, a bay. I've got an inkling how you can get down there, but if you don't see it, you know I haven't found it. I love the Southwest Coast Path, especially places like when I went to Camelot Castle at Tintagel, and I've never done that bit before. You just don't know what you're going to come across, basically. There's a cave, holy rain and stuff coming off the hills. Oh, wet in there. Getting wet. Running water from the top of the caves, and to go in there you'd have to literally run. This is what I need to get up to get back up to the top. And you have to get hold of this rope and literally pull yourself up. Things I do for YouTube.
Progress for southwestern approaches, Plymouth approaches.
So it's quite a high tide now. I think it's probably about 30 minutes off high tide, and the water's down there. That's how close we are to the water. But if that thing's going to go off all night, I'm going to get no sleep. But I'm not bothered. I hope it does go off all night. Here, I just looked at the BBC weather app, and I think it's between 7 and 11 o'clock tonight it's going to get up to 40-50 mile an hour. So if it does, I'll be back out here and see if we can see anything else. It's the 6th of December, it's 2:30 in the afternoon, and for the third day the foghorn's going off. As you can see now, the wind is really beginning to get up here. It's the start of Storm Darragh, and it's going to get a lot worse than this. This is just the start of it. It's been calm all morning. It's just gone so misty all of a sudden now. As you can see, there's a lot of ships out there, you just can't see them now. But this is going to get a lot worse now than this. It could be double the wind that it is now. And I'll look to see you later on in this video if it gets any worse than this. How long this foghorn's going to be going off for. This literally could be going off now for 2 days. I honestly don't know, because the rain's coming in later, and once the rain comes in, the mist comes in, and then it sets the foghorn off. So I just don't know. So let's walk back now and just see how windy it is. And as I say, guys, this is just the start of it. And I can hardly walk. I can hardly even talk. See you later. Good morning, everybody, from the operations room here at St Anthony's Lighthouse. And this is going to be the end of the video now. It's December the 7th and we're in the eye of the storm, Storm Darragh. We showed a bit of video yesterday of the storm, but the wind has got up overnight and it really is rough. So before I totally end this video, let's go and have a look and see what Storm Darragh is like at the Lighthouse. And it's blowing an absolute hurley. I'm feeling having to hang on to the door to actually stay up. And all the ships out at sea behind me, they've all come in to actually get a little bit of protection. But the wind got up overnight, it's twice as bad as what it was yesterday. It's absolutely horrendous now here. But the wind's changed total direction, so the sea's not banging up now against the wall of the lighthouse. It's changed direction, the sea is coming from Cornwall harbour, which is making it a little bit better because it's not actually blowing up against the wall. Let's get around here for a little bit of shelter. As you can see, it's a little less windy now here because I've got the wall of the lighthouse behind me. But as you can see, it's all coming now from Falmouth Harbour. So the wind's changed total direction from yesterday. And it's just blowing now, the spray is just blowing that way across the lighthouse. We're about an hour away from high tide now. Yesterday I couldn't walk up this path, but today, because the wind's changed, it's going to blow me down, which it is doing, which makes me, I just can't keep up. And today's my birthday as well, so Storm Darragh is here with my birthday. Let me know in the comments where you live. I've got to go to the wall now. Let me know in the comments where you live, what the weather's like and what sort of damage you have. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe wherever you are. So this is the last update of Storm Darragh. I think now it's definitely reached its peak. Absolutely horrendous now. You can hardly stand up at all. Thanks for all the messages from people saying stay safe and all that. But at the end of the day, this building's been here since 1750. So building wise, I'm probably in the safest place.